Hey, all. My name is Zach Young. I'm a freshman and one of the two civic influencers here at the University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point, where I am double majoring in political science and media studies. I joined actually very on as a civic influencer, probably about 2 weeks into to actually being here. And it was pretty much a no-brainer for me because I treasure the right to vote. And I believe that all Americans that are able to should go on and vote. This is especially true for college students, as we share a large part of the American electorate. The main problem is we don't vote. And that's not to say that we're lazy or we don't care. That's simply not the case. Especially here at UWSP, Election Day is not seen as a holiday. So students still have to do normal student stuff, like go to class and then just generally be a student. So just finding the time in general is already difficult enough. And this is also compounded on the effect that our campus is split into 4 different citywide districts. So for one person that's sitting at, for me, that's sitting at one dorm, I'm in a completely different district than to say someone that's like 2,000 feet away from me in a different dorm, which makes it incredibly hard because now students have to travel out of the campus to go and vote, which is already eating into the limited amount of time we actually have. And hopefully, with working with SGA, the Student Government Association here, we actually pressure the city to change this to simplify matters for the students here to make them more engaged. But as for this past semester, I worked with the other civic influencer here, and then the CVP, or the Campus Vote Project Democracy Fellows. As we actually planned events together, we did 2 tabling events, one with the League of Women Voters, and then one by ourselves. And then we also did a trivia night that was just basically about just general, Wisconsin things, like our voting laws and then our politicians, which was actually a very successful night. But as for our main focus this year was actually to become a student org, just to make it a lot easier to be able to do more events like this. And I am happy to say that we were accepted as a student organization as the Pointers Vote Coalition. As for our next year plans, I plan to get in contact with Christina Shanklin, who is a representative here for Stevens Point at the state level, where she actually held a Civic Engagement 101 seminar where she talks about the best ways to get civically engaged. And I believe this will be very helpful for at least college students to be able to see the representative and to be more interested in politics and in government as a whole, which I believe would make them more inclined to vote. We actually there is an uphill battle for us, as there's a lot of things we're going to have to change to make it easier for students. But I'm hopeful that we are able to do this. I think there's positive changes that can be done. And, this would make positive changes for not only us that go to Stevens Point, but for the community as a whole, as they're able to hear our voice and vice versa. So I believe that there's a lot of change that can be done, but we got this.